Yo, what's up guys? This is Kadahinton and I'm here bringing you a walkthrough of the galaxy map. Yes, 100% completion of the galaxy map, which is very important. Very important. And the reason why it's important is because it helps you at the end of the game. It helps that very last mission. This is pretty much just like those annoying loyalty missions you had to do in Mass Effect 2. This helps all of that out because it gives you things you would not normally have if you did not do it. And it's just so simple. Now I know you've seen other tutorials, other walkthroughs of this, and you had to watch about 5 or 6 different videos, and they came in, they showed you exactly where things were, but you had to come back and watch that video how many times? How many times did you have to pause? No, I'm going to show you the most simple way, the easiest way to get this done. So what you pretty much want to do is you want to find a neutral galaxy. You want to find a neutral galaxy, and you want to find one with a fuel depot. So you find one with a fuel depot and you remember where that one is. And what I'm doing right now is pretty much showing you what you're going to want to do when you come into the nebulas inside the galaxies that are occupied by Reapers. So after you fuel up, you're going to want to go to a Reaper occupied bit of space, just like this right here. So I'm going to come in, and sometimes you're going to come in and the Reapers are already going to be there waiting to engage you. They're already going to be waiting to engage you. So in that instance, you're going to want to bug out. And if you have anything in that nebula of the galaxy, then you're going to want to come back in just like this right here. So I'm going to come into this nebula and I'm going to just start scanning. Now there's no real easy way to scan. You just go in a circle around the map and then come into the map, across the map, but you want to scan. And if you have an opportunity to pick off one planet or one fuel station, pick it off, because you're going to pick it off and you're going to find out exactly how many different things there are. So see, I just gained emergency fuel pods. That's going to go to what? I don't know. It could go to my ship, could go to other people's ships, but it's going to help out in the in-game war effort. So now that I've just scanned everything else, I've pretty much found everything else on the map. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin my ship around to come in facing what I want at the closest direction. See, so the closest point, I'm going to come in, and I'm not going to get greedy, I'm going to get out. Voila. Did you need to come back to my video 5 or 6 times and know how to do that? No, just once. You come in, get what you want, and get out. Don't get greedy, but you always want to come in first, come into the map, because the Reapers, they're gonna find you no matter what. Now sure, you can go watch about 10 videos on where everything is, but that's tedious, that's time consuming. That is more time consuming and annoying than the last Mass Effects where you had to mine planets for what you needed. So that nebula is now at 100%. That galaxy is now at 100%, and it took me all of 60 seconds. I didn't have to come back to any YouTube videos. And remember, you always want to come in facing what you want at the closest point. You don't want to face it at the farthest point, you want to face it at the closest point. And it's just simply spinning your ship around. Clear out one nebula, you check your fuel. If your fuel is good, you go to the next nebula. If your fuel is not good, after you come in and teabag the sun a little bit, always teabag that goddamn sun. You want to spin around and drop those balls from that ship right on the sun's face. Always do that. But you fuel up and you go to the next thing. And it's just that simple, but you have to do it extremely quickly. That's why doing it quickly is very important, because if you do not do it quickly and you don't do it this way, there's an opportunity for the Reapers to get you. I don't know what the hell BioWare was thinking. Like I said, this is not Star Fox. What are you doing with these guys? But it's kind of funny, because the first time it happened to me, I was like, what the hell is this shit? You know, I'm sitting here thinking that I could shoot him or something, when no, I couldn't freaking shoot him. So I'm spinning around once again, and I'm trying to identify where everything is. You're not always going to identify where anything is on the first part, but it's always good to go around in a circle around the outside of the map and then come inside, because you're going to come on the outside and you're going to find blown up fuel depots. If there's no fuel depot in the nebula, then you're going to come around and spin around the map and you're going to find one. Now, the planets are always a surefire, but there are some nebulas that have like red rocky areas. Those red rocky areas get a little difficult because you have to spin around those a few times sometimes just to find something. But remember, you come in, find what you need, come out. Then come back in facing what you just discovered, and you pick it off really quick. And after you pick it off, you're still going to have a chance to get away. See, they did not have a chance to get me because I got what I needed and I was inside of a planet, and then I left immediately. So now I'm on to the next nebula inside of this galaxy, and I'm going to do the same exact thing once again. I'm going to scan to find what I need. I can choose to pick that planet off immediately, or I can keep scanning and bug out. See, so I bugged out and I'm facing. See, I'm facing the direction I want to come in. Got what I wanted. Now I'm gone. See, and that's that simple. You didn't have to come back to my video 15 to 16 times. You didn't have to come back to 18 more of my videos 15 or 16 times. You came back once. You found out a pretty good strategy. You probably went out and applied it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work. How could it? How could it not work? It works so easily. It actually saves you time because you just sit there for roughly 30 minutes. Yes, it took me all of 30 minutes to complete this. And voila, I got yet another thing. However, you're going to want to go ahead and check your war room. You want to check those stats, and you want to come back and forth to the terminal in Liara's office. You're going to come back and forth to that and see what new upgrades you have because you were out here searching. Now, a little bit about Mass Effect in general, be it Mass Effect 1, 2, or 3. I like this video game, so I'm going to continue to support this video game with tutorials, walkthroughs, and all that good stuff because I like it. And the reason I like it is because they have sampled so many strong parts of TV shows, video games, and movies that I really like, such as Battlestar Galactica. You know, the CIC in Mass Effect, that idea came from Battlestar Galactica. Inertia dampeners, you know, that I've heard a person say that in this video game at least twice. That's Star Trek. Captain Bailey, he was actually the XO of Battlestar Galactica. His name is Michael Hogan. I really like him. He's played in a number of different video games like Skyrim. He's played in a lot of different things, and I like that. I'm not going to be homo and say I like his voice, but I like him as an actor, so I like to watch things that he does, and that's why I'm going to continue to support Mass Effect. Now, if you like this video, it didn't take me all that long to make it, but still, hitting like helps out a lot, and if you want to stay up to date, go ahead and subscribe.